This video is brought to you by Tutoring, which is a student-run volunteer group that provides free one-on-one tutoring to low-income students internationally. If you are a low-income student and in need of help preparing for standardized tests such as the SAT, ACT, AP tests, etc., send us an application by clicking on the link in the description. We'll get you set up with a tutor as soon as possible. Today we will be learning how to complete the square. Completing the square can be used to manipulate quadratic equations when other methods such as square root and factoring don't work. The purpose of completing the square is so we get our quadratic into the form of a binomial x plus or minus d squared equals a number. Then we can square root both sides and easily isolate x. To demonstrate how to complete the square, I'll use an example problem. First, we need to move any constants, or terms without a variable, to the other side of the equation. Here, I would do this by adding 7 to both sides of the equation to get x squared plus 6x equals 7. Now, we need to add a number to both sides in order to make the left side be able to be factored into a binomial squared. To do this, we add the square of 1/2 b to both sides. Remember that in the general form of a quadratic equation, your b will be the coefficient in front of the middle term, usually x. Here, my b is 6. Dividing that by 2 gives me 3, and squaring that gives me 9. I add 9 to both sides of the equation to get x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 16. Now I can convert the left side of the equation to the completed square form, where I square the binomial x plus 3. Then I square root both sides and get x plus 3 equals plus or minus 4. By isolating x, I get the solutions x equals 1 and x equals -7. Something that completing the square is useful for is for manipulating the equation of a circle. In this example here, I want to find the center coordinates of a circle with the equation x squared minus 4x plus y squared plus 2y equals 31. To do this, I convert the equation to its standard form by completing the square for the x and then completing the square for the y. Then I can easily see what my center coordinates are. First, I need to move any constants to the other side. My only constant, 31, is already opposite of the side with the variables, so that step is taken care of. Next, I add the square of 1/2 b for the x portion. My b of the x portion is -4. Dividing that by 2 gets me -2, and squaring that gives me +4. I do that once again for the y. I divide b, which is 2, by 2 to get 1, and square that to get 1. Because I added 4 and 1 to my left side of the equation, I must also add it to the right side. I then get x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus y squared plus 2y plus 1 equals 36. After converting my left side portions to their respective binomials, x minus 2 squared and y plus 1 squared, I can use my standard form of the circle to see that my vertex of the circle is 2, -1. Here are some more circle problems for you to try. Some tips are to move any coefficients to the other side before completing the square. In addition, make sure that whatever you add to one side, you add to the other. The answers to these problems will be in the description. If you have any questions, comment them down below and we'll do our best to answer them. Good luck!